maybe I'm wrong, but my person that tells me, who I respect, said that Tom Brady brought in Geno Smith and Tom Brady brought in Chip Kelly. That's just what I know. Call Carson. He was on the couch. EMAC, he was on the fucking couch. Navman will talk about that. He was on the couch getting fat, just like Phillip Rivers was on the couch. Well, he was coaching, but he was on the couch getting fat. When I saw Phillip Rivers, I said, dude, that's another offensive lineman for the Colts.
He looked like a guard. It was like, damn.
He did.
That's a monster.
What was the name of the quarterback that Kentucky had all those years?
What the hell was his? Jake. Come
big
on,
fucking kid. Lawrenson, right?
Yeah, Lawrenson. That's it. Lawrenson.
Yeah. And he could have
big old dude. Left hand. Left-hander too, right?
Yeah, I think he was. But I know he was as big as bigger than guards.
He was a truck.
Bigger than guards.
He was a truck. Yeah. He was a truck. Hey, EMAC,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. So now you're looking at Navman. You're looking right at me. So I'm gonna tell you something, bro. If you make some sense in the comments and you have some idea what the hell you're talking about, ain't nobody gonna give you a problem. But I will tell you this: if you start freaking flipping shit at people, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you bye-bye. Only because Jack said, no, he's good. He'll be all right. That's the reason you're still here. I'm telling you what, brother. Look, I do not want to punch out anybody out of this chat. I do not. And I'm not that guy. I am not that guy at all. But there's a reason why there's wrenches in that comment section. Yeah. You start freaking pissing people off and you're gone. So, look, I know it's not a big deal. It's okay. Whatever. Punch you out for 24 hours. Cool. But get this. I'm a content creator myself. I see you. I can put you out for a year if I want to with a simple email to YouTube. So you guys got to relax, calm down, not be a fucking asshole. Stop being an asshole. If you're not an asshole, ain't nobody got no problems with you. And that's why Jack was saying he's not an asshole. He just freaking says stupid shit from time to time. And that's okay. I say stupid shit from time to time. Ain't nobody got no issues, man. Ain't nobody got no issues with you. I just want you to know, I'm not going to sit here and type in a comment block, EMAC Daddy, hey, here's the reason why you're a freaking dick. Here's the reason why I'm a dick. Here's what I am right here to tell you that I have been freaking kicked out of freaking comments on several places. And I'm a content creator. Okay. So I'm here to tell you, it's just about being freaking right with the freaking people that are here. Just don't be an asshole and you're good. It's not that hard, right?
Yeah, you are correct, EMAC. You are better than Piano Man, because Piano Man was and I was gonna say Navman knows all about fucking Piano Man or whatever. All
that
those
dude, I had no choice. I had no choice with that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it was to the point where I was getting phone calls and shit like that. I mean, this dude was digging deep into my life. It was crazy.
Ooh, that I didn't know about. He went psycho on you, huh?
He did. Hell, Money Chuck's right here. Money Chuck and I had issues like right off the get. Money Chuck, say, please type in the chat. Me and Money Check had issues right off the get go when I started my channel. Money Check can tell you. And the thing is, me and him, we figured the fuck out, did we not?
Yeah.
We figured the fuck out. It was a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? And it's no big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, and like my buddy, the Bronco guy.
G-Fam knows.
Man had a stalker.
No, that literally was a stalker. No. You weren't wrong. And Money Chuck, I was wrong too. We mutually agreed that we were both freaking made a mistake, and that's good.
Yeah, just like I heard on an old. I was out talking to. I heard it on the sitcom. Yeah, it's water by a bridge somewhere. You know.
Yeah, there's a water. There's a bridge. There's something.
Water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money
by a
Chuck.
bridge. Ain't nothing.
I'll tell you what, Money Chuck, dude, always got you. You know that. That's been said. That's been done. And EMAC right there. Can you put that up real quick for me?
I will. Yeah.
I only try to be funny at this point. It's all love. I'm even smiling when I put up comments. I don't even try to be an asshole. Dude, I want you to be an asshole. I think that's freaking hilarious. I love that shit. Well, I am an asshole.
And I've told EMAC before when I'm not in the mood, I'm like, yeah, not tonight. Not tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, not tonight, bro. I'm just not in the mood for that shit.
Don't fucking do it tonight. I am not in the mood. Not in the mood.
Thanks. Hey, Money Chuck, thank you, brother. I appreciate you saying that.
I was gonna say tap for what was that? Tap for you? I can do that, brother.
Yeah, Nav's a true Raider, brother. What Chuck said. I mean to tell you, me and Money Chuck fucking had a freaking damn near freaking trading addresses to freaking go freaking fight each other at one point. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was not good.
Well, like I said, I'm forgetting his name, but the Bronco guy. I was ready to not Richie, but the Bronco dude. There are times when I was doing
Richie?
Wild Wild West, no, not Richie Rich. It's one of his guys, a Bronco, whatever. Bronco
Bill.
Billy. I can't remember his name, but Bronco guy, whatever his name is, and I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. And I would get irate about him. But now when he comes up, he talks about what his life and the fact he lost like 300 fucking pounds. And so I learned that, he was kind of like EMAC. He would push buttons just to get me going.
Are you talking about Kona?
No, it's Bronco name. Bronco, this guy's name. I can't remember his name. But he comes on the show, and now I have no problem with him.
Well,
I'm good.
You should like the fact that I'm the Wild Wild West Raiders representative now. I've taken that over.
Okay. I was going to ask. So they can continue to have this on my show. Can you tell them that they're doing multiple broadcasts on my channel? Yes. I don't know how the fuck they're doing that. They're like two broadcasts.
I don't either. MHRT is doing a freaking multicast like crazy. And I was just like, okay, well, I'm good. Kenneth said, hey, can you do it for me? And can you continue to do it? And I hate to do it. You know what I mean? Because I thought Kenneth did a good job with it. And
he did. And he said, don't worry, Cap. I'm just holding your seat. I'm like, oh, fuck, no, you ain't. That's your seat. I am
Well,
not doing that show anymore.
I
So
told
it's-
Rich.
it's-
I told Rich I would do it every Wednesday with him. So I'm on there every Wednesday. So at this going forward. So
okay, cool.
okay.
And
The thing about it is this. I mean, this coaching search is not over. I mean, it's not over. I mean, I think we need to go back to talking about what the fuck we're doing at this point. So, all right. So I've looked at what we've been doing. So if I look at my freaking cheat sheet over here, we should have already interviewed Davis Webb.
yeah.
And today we interviewed Matt Nagy.
And
Vance
Stefanski
Joseph,
was today too. And Stefanski
was today. And tomorrow, Clint Kubiak. And then here's the wild card. Cliff Kingsbury just freaking bailed out of freaking Washington. What was that? I mean, what was that?
I thought he got fired. I thought he got fired. No,
No. So the first thing I got was Cliff Kingsbury asked out of there. And then the Commanders fired him. First thing I got. So it's kind of like, what? So it's one of those, you looking at that game like, or the movie like Fridays, like you got fired on your day off.
How can you get fired on your day off?
Yeah. And I think Kingsbury's like, go fuck yourself, dude. I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm definitely gonna get a job. You motherfuckers are fucked up, and you're Washington. That's been fucked up for a long time. So,
yeah,
and
he'll get a job, but not as a head coach. He'll get a job as another. He'll get a job as an OC, not a head coach.
So my question is, did we fuck up last year not getting Kingsbury, or did we kind of luck out?
Lucked out.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, I'm looking at the oh wait.
The what?
Jesse Mentor.
Yeah.
On Saturday. Interview on Saturday, Jesse Mentor. Wow. Saturday? No shit. How do you get a freaking interview with Jesse Mentor on Saturday when they have to freaking play a playoff game on Sunday? I don't think that's correct. I don't think that's even correct. No way.
Is that a Wi-Fi Willie post?
No,
or is it...
No,
okay.
This is Schefter.
Oh, okay.
It's possible interview with the Raiders on Saturday, early Saturday morning. I could see that. Early Saturday morning, I can see that.
Wake up, say yeah. It'd be like the guy in was it CB4? Yeah. I'm humming your balls. Yeah. When he was working for the Dial-A-Sex thing, he can talk all the bullshit he wants. Yeah. And yeah, Kingsbury's not head coach. I get it.
I guess my full out freaking thought process is this. If you've been fired as a head coach, we don't want you. If you've been fired as head coach, we just don't want you. Especially if you've been fired today, like in the last couple of weeks. So,
well, then that means that we do not get Brian Flores. Do not, because Brian Flores has been fired, and I don't agree with that, because I think Brian Flores is probably the best that I've seen of the fired head coach. I mean, Harbaugh is good.
Harbaugh's a good guy. fired this year.
Okay.
So if you've been fired in the last couple of weeks, I don't want no part of it. So
okay, I'm glad you.
Think about it is, if you're reaching out for a new job, let me tell you, I firmly believe that if we're gonna go down the road of freaking, look, we're gonna get Mendoza, number one, no matter what. It's got to be Kubiak. It's got to be Kubiak. And that interview comes tomorrow. So I look, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying if you're going to go that direction, you got to have a dude that can freaking develop a quarterback. And it's John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh's is like 2 days fresh off of being fired from the Ravens. Yeah, and he's a defensive coach. Is what it is. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, like, I think Kubiak is probably the front runner for our new head coach. Probably.
Well, he's already got an endorsement from the former. And it's kind of upsetting, and I can't do this because I don't hear from Sharif anymore, because he would always say Derek Dallas Carr. He'd always put in that middle name, just to do, like, was it the Lee Harvey Oswald? The middle name for like killer. So it'd be Derek Dallas Carr. Sharif doesn't watch me anymore because him and I came to a I guess verbality blows, and oh well, which is okay. No skin.
And I can address the chat, and I can address the chat on all those, in my opinion, all those right there. So I take Harbaugh, and he was fired. Robert Saleh, head coach, and Mike McDaniel is OC. Sure, I would do it, and I wouldn't be pissed about it. I would not complain about that.
Yeah,
and then McDaniel's fired from Miami, and get him as an OC if we could get a defensive head coach. Absolutely, got no issues with that.
That's my backup. That's my backup. Yeah, my front runner is Flores. Dayball. The second one would be Saleh, McDaniel. That's my dream lineup. Bing bang.
Well, to be honest with you, if you were to go Flores, I think your OC is going to be Josh McCown.
And I have no problem with that. But if Dayball, but if Dayball is there. What now? Because right now McCown is a quarterback's coach, right?
What's that?
McCown right now is the quarterback's coach.
Yeah, and also offensive play call.
Okay, well then you'd have to make a position up where it's an upgrade, because you can get Dayball with McCown, but you'd have to call him like assistant offensive coordinator.
He'd be an OC if he were to move. You don't move laterally on that.
But that's what I said. You'd have to make like a mini step. You wouldn't be the OC, but he's not the quarterback's coach. You would have to be assistant offensive coordinator, passing game coordinator.
Oh, I agree.
Whatever.
I'm with you. But I'll tell you what, man. I don't think any of these are actually going to pan out. I think it's going to be a wait and see, because a lot of stuff you can't touch is because the team's saying you can't touch it. Shula, a lot of these dudes are not going to be touchable. So even though it's a bye week for the number one dudes in the NFC and AFC, I think a lot of it's untouchable. I'll tell you what, if the Bills lose the game in the divisional round, Sean McDermott's going to get fired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that right now.
And I take McDermott as an OC over McDaniel.
Yes, exactly. So it's one of those where the Raiders are like, kind of, let's get these freaking things going.
Mm-hmm.
And when people say, well, you know, such and such is a Rooney Rule freaking interview. No, PG is always going to be a freaking interview for the head coaching job. You know, if we wanted to just make a Rooney Rule out of it, we would just interview freaking a dude in our building. You know, so I don't want to hear the Rooney Rule shit no more on that. If we're just trying to freaking, you know, appease the Rooney Rule, PG would just get an interview and then we would check that block, right?
Well, I was going to say, of everybody that we've interviewed so far, there is no Rooney Rule guy there.
No, I mean, well, Brian Flores will be one.
But will be. And if Robert Saleh comes in, he actually counts as a Rooney Rule as well.
Right. But the thing about it is, the Raiders don't have to worry about that because PG can be interviewed immediately out of that room. People say he's gone already because his contract expired. No, his contract didn't expire yet. His contract expires March 1st.
March 1st, yeah.
Yes. So I'm just saying. So you can interview that dude all you want and cover the Rooney Rule if that's just what you're trying to do.
Right, but if you do that, you have to annotate that as that was our quote unquote Rooney Rule guy.
No, you actually don't. That is the key. You don't annotate it. You actually just do it.
Well, but I'm saying, don't you have to show or kind of like,
no.
You know, I say, show your work. How did you get that answer?
No,
your work.
No, you say who you interviewed, and obviously Patrick Graham.
Right, but that's showing your work. You have to say, right, we interviewed Patrick Graham for the head coaching job.
So, Mike, I will tell you where Patrick Graham's going.
I want to hear this.
Patrick Graham is going to the Broncos.
To take Vance Joseph's job when Vance Joseph leaves?
Vance Joseph is going to the freaking Lions.
To the Lions?
Yes. That's okay. Kind of like, damn. Because
the Lions are Minnesota because Flores is Minnesota's defensive coordinator.
Right. The Lions.
Okay.
I think he goes to the Lions.
Huh. Okay. I got to check I remember when the Raiders.
No, it's just me. I'm just sitting there going, it looks like the Lions is where he's going to go. Because the defensive coordinator there is actually freaking a defensive line coach. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's their DC right now. So I was like, damn, that's actually an open spot's been there all year.
Yeah, but see, he's done enough to this year to be to get a DC job. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's worked well in Detroit.
No question.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think Patrick Graham will be the DC of the Lions next year.
Well, I don't mind Patrick Graham going to be the DC of the Lions. I would think if Patrick Graham becomes the DC of the Broncos, that would worry me. That would worry me.
Well, hey, G-Fam, Raiders should be exempt from the Rooney Rule due to them hiring the very first minority head coach in NFL history. Look, no, it's year for year, bro. I love you, no shit. but it's a year for year thing, bro.
Well, and that's why I always thought, why did they fucking call it the Rooney Rule? Because actually, technically, the Rooney Rule was because Rooney fucked up and didn't hire any minorities. He didn't hire any minorities, which is why they said you can't be like Rooney. You got to at least interview minorities.
Well, maybe that's why it's the Rooney Rule. Think about it for a minute. Maybe that's why
it's like the out. Well, I get it, but you know, because people think that they always say, "Oh, the Rooney Rule is because Rooney was so great that they had." No, Rooney would be like the one. It would be like, I can't remember who the the owner of the Redskins used to be, because he was the most racist son of a bitch. I can't remember his name. He was the racist owner of the Washington before Jack Kent Cooke.
Oh, Dan Snyder,
owner of the Redskins. No, dude, Jack Kent Cooke was the owner of the Redskins in the 70s, and then when he died, it went to Dan Snyder. I'm talking about the owner of the Redskins. I think his name was, there you go, Preston Marshall. I remembered it. Preston Marshall was the owner of the Redskins in the 60s. Because for those that don't know, the chant was "Hail to the Redskins, hail to victory, fight for old Dixie." Dixie, not DC, not District of Columbia, Dixie, because he was a racist fuck. And he was the guy that would not get any blacks on his team because he was a racist fuck. So it should be kind of like that.
I'm not sure where Dixie is a problem.
I'm just saying it was because of he made sure it was, you know, Dixie, Rebel, Confederacy. I know. I'm talking to you, but in that connotation, back then, it was, that's a no-no. That's like, and again, by the way, I am Jewish and I am a Northerner, and I have no fucking problem with somebody flying the stars and bars. You can quote me on that. You can fly a Confederate flag because you want to fly the Confederate flag. If you want to say fly the Confederate flag and call it a flag of anti-African Americans or anti-black, then we have an issue, because then it's too.
Now we got a problem.
Now we have a problem. But you can fly a Confederate flag all day. I have no problem.
Let me explain to you, like everyone's a 6-year-old. I think I've said this several times.
Yes.
Look, 25 years in the military. I've had my life saved by every race, color, religion, and anything on this planet. Brought me back to my family. Every single race, creed, religion, ethnicity, anything you can think of, on two hands, the times that I was in a problem where I had to have help. And it didn't matter what they looked like. Didn't matter what they thought about. Didn't matter about none of it. And they saved my ass. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't give a fuck about all that. I really don't. 25 fucking years in the military, dude. And I have barely a scratch on me because of these fucking people. I'm sick of this shit. I really am. You know, that it's all these people, they want a better life. They want more shit to do. They create their own freaking legacies. They do a lot of shit. I just freaking did a Zoom call the other day, a dude retiring as a Master Chief in the Navy that was a dude that I trained. I was on a Zoom call and I was able to get into his retirement ceremony, and he put me in there saying, look, this dude was just one of them. You know, just a amazing human being and a great leader, you know, and that kind of shit right there is amazing. And I'm going to tell you, do I agree with people just freaking rolling into our country and being freaking doing whatever the fuck they want? No, we got to have some rules to that shit. We got to have some guardrails, man. But I'm telling you what, I've met a lot of people in different freaking races and ethnicities. And I'm going to tell you what, many of them saved my life. Time in, time out. So I am not that guy when you guys want to talk, when anybody wants to talk about who needs to be in and out of this country. I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. I'm done with this when it comes to that. You know, to be honest with you, everybody has a purpose as long as they choose to have that purpose.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a purpose, I'm with you. You know, I'm with you 100%.
Hey, just like Steve Martin said in The Jerk, I have a special purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a special purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah, but back to now. Did you say did you give me yours? Because mine is Flores and Dayball. That's who I want. Who's yours?
I think it's going to come down to.
And yeah, I know you said Kingsbury, but I'm like,
no, Kingsbury, no.
Sorry, not Kingsbury, Kubiak. I said, yeah, I think
Kubiak.
I know.
I if we're going young, so I'm just saying, if that's the intent, is go young, get young, get McVay style, LaFleur style, like the young dude.
I like LaFleur. The other LaFleur that's available. No, the other LaFleur is available.
No, but you understand what I mean. Like those young coaches that are doing very well, right? So I would say Kubiak is probably the target. Okay. I would say that's the target. That being said, if that's the target, then the OC's probably going to be Josh McCown.
Okay.
Because
you said, I was going to say, but you said, so you have McCown as the OC for either Flores or Kubiak.
Yes. He has ties to both.
Okay. I was going to say where, and that was my question. Where are the ties? Yeah. And then we said that McDermott gets fired. And if McDermott gets fired, by the way, I'd have him as an OC, but you know who else becomes in play is his OC.
Right.
I can't remember his OC, but his OC is good. So McDermott gets that. His OC is very good as well. So there's going to be a bunch of good OCs around. I still think Stefanski goes to the Ravens. I mean, that is so. To me, that is such a. I'm sorry. I'm having a fucking horse right now. So I'll try to put my face in the camera because my hamstring is literally killing. Well, not literally, but almost figuratively, literally killing me right now. I had to stand up because I was in some deep fucking pain.
You need a Thai therapist at this point.
Well, I need to go get there. I did get some of those mustards. The yellow mustards, I grabbed them at the store. I need to go get some of that. If I pop out for a second, Can you handle the I know you can't. You can see the comments.
Yeah.
You might not.
I mean, I can. I'll talk them. No big deal.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna pop
yo,
for a second, folks. Yeah. Oh, Joe Brady.
Hey,
That's who it is. Joe Brady. Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Hey, Jack, go take a shit. And
it's not a shit. It's taking some mustard, you fucker. There you go. There's your shit right here. I got to get some yellow mustard.
I got the chat. It's so good, bro. I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna get some mustard in my system. I'll be right back.
Yeah, get some mustard in your system. Get something going. So, all right, hey guys, how you doing? That's just me. Anyway, Seth, good to see you. Raider Fearless, what's up, brother? G Fam, of course, my boy, Big Gabe Ruiz. Bob Standard, what's up? And of course, Rafa. I wish I could let you in, bro. I have no control over that. I literally freaking taken over for him. Let's see. Rafa. Bishop, what's up, man? Ed Winchell, what's up, man? Agree, Signetti. So look, here's what I do with Signetti, man. Let me throw this shit at you. I would just call up Signetti and say, hey, look, man, kicking around freaking I have the number one pick, oh, by the way. I'm the Raiders, so question for you. Who would be the best quarterback coach or the best offensive coordinator if I were to grab Fernando Mendoza? Who would that be? I wouldn't even freaking ask him to take a job because we know that dude ain't leaving IU. No way. There's no question. He's 64 years old. He's brought IU to the top of the freaking world. There's no way that dude's going to the NFL. He'd be stupid. If he did, I'd be like, that's the dumbest fucking thing anybody ever did. Why would you? I would never do that shit. If I was Signetti, and the thing is, he's kind of like the same kind of guy I am. There's no way that dude leaves freaking IU. No way. He'll retire from there. He has an opportunity to create a legacy there. There's no way. Bishop, what'd you say? Mendoza recently said he would love to play for the Oregon. Dan Lanning? No fucking way he said that shit. There's no way he said that. Come on, bro.
For proof, I'm getting.
If he did, and it's not AI, please send that to me on IG. There's no fucking way Mendoza said that shit. There's no way.
Okay.
Oh, GFAM, here's the problem. The money that Signetti would lose to go to the NFL. That's the problem. If he turns left and goes to the NFL, he's going to lose $50 million immediately. $50 million. And he'll only be able to make it up in 3 years. There's no way it's a money thing. No fucking way. And no, he has a 10-year deal that was just signed. Like, Signetti just signed that like in the second week. So I'm just saying.
Mendoza, the Oregon coach. Yeah.
I mean, Dan Lanning, yeah, that Dan Lanning's a good coach. But I'll tell you what, the IU's going to beat Oregon the same way they beat them the first time. Oregon's just not going to be able to do anything. it's going to be the same.
Well, I was going to say, so you got, and I know that you're saying that as unbiased as possible.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't know why the fuck this is so.
Right. Thing about it is, it's one of those deals where college football, you never freaking know. I mean, because we're looking at freaking Ole Miss right now. Right? Ole Miss, Miami, 17-19. Fourth quarter, Miami has the ball, and what do? They try to run it up the middle and fall down. So it's the thing about it is, it's one of those where what Indiana has not done is that. You know what I mean? So I just don't know.
Miami just scored a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Miami just scored a touchdown.
Boom, bye. Okay. Well, shit, that's different. That just happened right after that. And
yeah, I just saw it.
This is why I don't think any team left can even compete with IU at this point. They just, the discipline is not there. None of it's there. You know, it's
if Miami wins, then okay. So you're saying that Miami is going to get walked on by IU?
Oh, there's no question.
Okay,
no question. No,
and I don't like Miami, obviously, because I'm in Florida, and remember, I always say you can't spell scum without That's my famous saying. But they're a fantastic team as they've exhibited during the playoffs. I hate saying that because again, I don't like it for me. But
I just feel like that IU would have a harder time with the Ole Miss team in reality. So, well, but IU still got to beat Oregon. So, I mean, it's not a foregone conclusion. So, I'm just saying, I just don't think these teams are that good. Neither one of them are good. They play like shit. This sloppy, and IU is like a goddamn machine. So it's sloppy. So just a sloppy game. Been watching the whole thing. It's like sloppy.
Ole Miss has got 5 minutes to get a touchdown.
Well, they might. And to be honest with you, IU's going to fucking spank the dog shit out of freaking Oregon. It's not even going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a close ball game. I really don't. I mean, their defense and offensive lines are just far superior. And how IU got that, I have no idea. I really don't. I have no idea how they got there. Being a dude that was born and raised in Indiana, nobody ever thought about IU football, ever. We thought about the basketball team. That's what we talked. That's what we talked about. You know, this right here is different. That's huge. It's big. You know, for that university. You know, so and Mendoza is right here. Everything's here for him. You know, it's granted, he's 6'4", 225, and he can run. He can run. He is athletic. but the dude is right here. Everything's in his head. And that's what the beauty of bringing somebody like that into the NFL is that all you can do, you just feed that shit to him, all that freaking knowledge, and he just absorbs it. You know, that's the kind of dude you want. And, you know, people give me a hard time saying, hey, we need to build an offensive line, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, cool.
We do. We do.
No, great. But we have a lot of fucking money to do that, too. Plus other draft picks. But think about it. If you have the opportunity, you think that's your dude, you got to do it. You just got to do it. I mean, that's the thing. If that's your dude, you get him.
So so GFR is saying that now there is familiarity there with Mendoza putting his hands on the guy's ass that he knows.
Yeah,
and I mean that's funny, but again, if that's his center, fine. That there wouldn't be a wasted pick. The kid,
right?
The kid is obviously a decent center, but like I said, you can get the best center in free agency with Linderbaum, or you can get the best center in the draft with Slaughter. You know. So you know what's the older thing by the Rolling Stones? Can't always get what you want. Oh, okay. I'd love to come on and discuss this. Okay, get ready. Get ready because we got the biggest.
Right. Before you do that, Bob.
No, I think he wants to discuss it with you.
Okay, so Bob, put something up there real quick before you do that. Bob Stanley.
Okay. Any idea what offensive players are available? Is that what you're saying?
No, we don't know because there are a lot of them that are ending their contracts, but we won't know who those are that are available in free agency until March 1st, I think. March 1st.
Yeah.
So we won't know who the free agents
and then
are
you have
March 1st.
Right. I tell you what, Bishop, you can come on if you get rid of that fucking hat.
What's he wearing?
I'm serious. I've let you have it on a couple times, but I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick. I let you have it. I let you have it on. You want to come in? How bad do you want to come in? How bad do you want to come in? I'm just telling you. How bad do you want to come in? People know what fucking hat I'm talking about, too.
Come on, Bishop. Don't be scared.
I can't hear you. You're backstage. Nobody can hear you. You're backstage. You are backstage. Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Okay, I will accept that. I will accept that. Don't turn it around or I'll bounce your ass. Don't turn around. I will bounce you. He thinks I'm kidding.
Bishop,
He thinks I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So go ahead. Go ahead and talk about Mendoza.
Well, I can't see the. I'm still backstage, aren't I? I don't see you guys.
No, you're good.
No,
you're good.
Okay.
You are on stage.
All right. Well, here's the thing. You know, I'm thinking about Mendoza. Here we go. I'm thinking about Mendoza. Obviously, he's going to get picked number one. And then the thought is this: if it's me, and I'm his agent or whatever, the kid's going to want to have some familiarity with himself. So I'm thinking wide receiver, get him somebody to throw to. I love the guy that he's throwing to. Captain, do you think that number one receiver they have at IU is going to be there in the second round for us?
Stoker?
I do not know, sir, because I am not a draftnik like a lot of the other people are. I would not say that I know about this shit. The only things that I know about are tidbits that I pick up from other people, because people said that I am looks like Ole Miss got a touchdown. Okay. So I just catching people up on that. But the only people that I've heard different things from. I know that the best center in the draft is a Gator, and it's not because I'm biased, it's because I was told that. And I'm like, great, the best center is a Gator. That's cool. I've been obviously said that Mendoza is going to go for a top pick, but I don't know anything about anybody else. I don't know these guys, because that is why I have people come on for the draft show who all they do is live and breathe. Like Fester knows shit about people in the draft. Okay. Angelo knows people in the draft. What is it? I can't remember my other buddy that's in Dallas knows people in the draft. I don't know anything about the receiver that Indiana has. Okay. Oh, Surratt. I've heard the name.
Yes, Surratt. Yeah, I've heard that. Something like that. Yeah, he's a guy I think that definitely would fit in our system. Along with the guy familiarity. He comes to Vegas. Without that, we pack the line. Well, no doubt we're going to do that and pay. Whoever the coach is has to be thinking he has to get the guy some body to go with him. And the other part, sorry, I got distracted with all the hat stuff. I can't believe you're hating me on that.
I know.
What's with the fucking highlight?
I've given you don't do it, Bob. Don't fucking do it. I've given you 2 shows in a row where I've had to look at that fucked up shit. So I said, I'm moody. I'm a moody son of a bitch. I said, I'm not having it tonight. I will say this to you, Bishop. I will allow you at the end of your spiel to turn your hat around.
No, first of all, I mean, we all know it's a Raider thing here, and so
what's
what?
With the highlighter, though?
What?
The highlighter in your right hand. In your right hand, the highlighter.
I do Bible study. So I'm in my office.
So put the highlighter down.
Anyway, like I said, I'm thinking about the possibility of the second round, the third round, and I'm trying to understand. It really depends on who the coach is, because every coach is going to want to put his own stamp on the team. And who do you think is coming here? It looks like, from what I heard on ESPN, that every team is considering firing their head coach.
Right.
They don't even care if they're in the playoffs right now, so that they can get their ass on Harbaugh.
Right. Harbaugh's out. Friggin' everybody's out.
He won the Super Bowl recently.
And here's the crazy part. If the Steelers lose in the first round, Tomlin might be out. That's got to be even crazier.
I think Tomlin stays one. I think Tomlin stays one more year, and then he walks after next year.
I'm not sure about that. I really don't think so.
How does he stay?
To be honest with you, if they lose their freaking wild card game, I think Tomlin's going to get fired.
Which they will.
I
don't think he's going to get fired. He's going to. They're going to ask him, like what we might have should have done with Pete is ask him to fucking leave. They said, "Hey, Mike, go take a powder." But I think
he got the best way out he possibly could have gotten out. We let him finish.
Because he got all the money.
Well, we let him finish the season. That's the best way he could have gone, to be honest with you. I guarantee you they said, Pete, you can say you're retiring or we're going to fire you. Your choice. And Pete said, fuck that. And they said, well, you're fired. And there you go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just find it. I find it really weird.
Have, like, performance left and right on the left of me. Left and right. There's performance on the left and right. And where it's kind of like you have dudes that are underperforming as like managers, and you go, hey, I got an idea. How about you retire? Or we can just fire your ass. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not retiring. Okay, cool. You're fired. You're fired then. Cool. Yeah. I mean,
did you talk to my last employer, Nav? Did you talk to my last employer? Because that's about what happened. That's about what happened.
It happens when you're a military leader for so long. It's kind of like, dude, I've had enough of you. So I'm going to give you an offer. You either retire or you're fired. Like,
see,
I'm not retiring. I'm like, cool. Well, then.
But something Adam Schefter said was that he can't believe that teams are going to, you're left with the option. You can fire your coach, but you have no guarantee that Harbaugh is going to be the replacement.
Who? Let me. All right, hold on.
That's what they're doing.
The big thing about this is like two dudes, Tomlin and freaking Harbaugh, John Harbaugh. It's like these dudes have consistently performed and won their entire careers. How do you replace that? What are you going to do?
I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid, one, to fire your coach and you don't have a guarantee that this guy who just said he needs a few days to figure it out, he might just retire.
So I told my wife, I said, hey, how they fire freaking John Harbaugh at the Ravens? She goes, well, I just got a text that said that Dave Canales just got a phone call from the freaking Ravens, the head coach of the freaking Panthers. I'm like,
no.
What?
No.
I'm like, she goes, yeah, it's right here. And she showed it to me. She goes,
no.
Ravens called freaking Dave Canales asking him if he'd be willing to leave the Panthers.
See again.
He showed it to me. I'm like,
again, I don't
fucking serious.
I don't believe that. But if they downgrade and get Bugaboo, whoever, I mean, that's them. Good for us. But again, I want to go back to Mendoza for a second.
But
I know Cap is not going to keep me on here long.
But brother, before we go there, you don't have to believe it, but she showed it to me.
Well, that's funny.
See,
you get your popcorn ready, because I'm gonna tell you again. If they downgrade,
you fucking shit me.
If they downgrade,
Harbaugh's fired. I'm like, what the fuck?
If they downgrade and go for boo boo the fool out there and don't make the playoffs and get bumped off by whoever, that's them. That's their fault. Better for us.
God.
But I want to go back to Mendoza's traits for just a second.
Okay.
He, like you said, has the stuff. Now watch this. When he's in the red zone, there is something unique about him that when I look at NFL quarterbacks, there's only a couple that really do this. One is the Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. Two, it's Baltimore and their quarterback. And three, that's the Chargers. But he doesn't run as much anymore. When you look at the instinctiveness, watch this, the instinctiveness of a quarterback when he is ready and prone to throw the ball in the red zone. When he sees the plays breaking down, Mendoza runs, and he is very lengthy, and he does not slide. He goes head first. This guy has balls. He's got moxie. He's got the guts. He's got the accuracy. He knows when to run and not just sit back there and take a sack. He knows how to throw the ball away. He knows how to get the first down. He's a game manager. I'm going to tell you something. We haven't had that kind of QB in a long time.
Nobody has.
Gannon.
So, well, wait. So what you're saying? What you're saying is that he knows when to run, and he takes people on. That to me is you're saying that he is a player like the quarterback for the Bills.
Yep.
Which is good and bad. Because Josh Allen. Well, what I'm saying is that Josh Allen has gotten to a point where they keep telling him to throw the ball away or to not take the hit, because Josh Allen, I'm surprised, is still doing what he's doing after all these years, because he should have gotten hit a lot harder for, like a concussion and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, I've watched every single college football game Fernando Mendoza has played. Every single one.
Mm-hmm.
That dude is smart.
All the way through. And everything is a constant freaking build through everything. Cal, he did not have an offensive line, but he still made the same kind of throws he's making with IU. The thing about it is he's better than Josh Allen coming out of college, to be honest with you.
Oh,
he's better.
I get it.
Because
Josh Allen had to go through a year.
He's got the wisdom that other quarterbacks that currently are playing as starter in the NFL do not have.
So I wish I had the video. I wish I could play the video.
I saw somebody put up the possibility of Harbaugh, not to get off subject, but Harbaugh to Miami. Why would he want to go to Miami? There's no quarterback.
Well, they're fitting to be.
No.
About to be.
No,
yeah,
it's between.
Two is gone.
It's between Atlanta and the Raiders.
Hmm.
I'm telling you.
Harbaugh not going to the Raiders. I promise you that.
Harbaugh?
No.
Why wouldn't he?
Harbaugh ain't going to.
No. But think about it. Think about it.
But
he gets the first overall pick. He gets a quarterback. He's got $100 million under the cap.
Brother.
And
I'm
Harbaugh
you got Genty and Brock Bowers and Max Crosby.
Brother, in any other year, I would agree with you. But this year,
no.
I think it's a go young coach year. I mean, I wouldn't fucking hate it if Harbaugh was the head coach. I'd love that shit. Don't get me wrong. I would be okay with it. Don't get me wrong.
Harbaugh is not coming to the Raiders.
I think
coming to the Raiders. He's not coming to the Raiders. He's not. Because he's not going to play his brother twice a year.
I'd love to see that shit. That'd be fucking amazing. Harbaugh twice a year.
It's not going to happen. And that's a wet dream that you're going to have on your own.
Now that could be enticing for John Harbaugh, though. That could be fun for him. I think that would be amazing. Now, if he comes in there, that's great. I'm good with it.
He was already in the AFC. Come on.
They
played each other somewhere this season.
I just think that what we're doing
It's
is
just
more of
because
a
of
mix-up.
scheduling. It's because of scheduling. It's not. It's because of scheduling. Where Harbaugh, as the Raven, plays the Chargers because of scheduling, and also remember when you're not going division to division, you go by schedule or by what the finish is. Okay, so the Chargers would have never played the Ravens this year had it not been a regular divisional matchup where the West was playing that division because the Chargers were not number one last year. They were number 2 or 3, the 2. So the 2, if the Ravens were number 2 in that division, then they would have played it 2-2. But that's not what it was. Okay,
I see.
So you will only get Harbaugh on Harbaugh when it's that the AFC West plays the AFC North.
Right.
That's when you get it. Okay?
Right.
If you go AFC West, Harbaugh's going to play them twice a year for the rest of their time that they're there. They're not going to.
Yeah, I see. But again, I just think it's weird, this whole thing that because he got fired, it stops because now he's at the top of the food chain of coaches. Now it stops our program because are we waiting for Harbaugh to make his decision somewhere before we go get who we want to get?
Last I saw, he wasn't invited for a interview yet.
He wasn't even interviewed yet. I don't think he's been even in interviewed, but it's like I'm not even on the
tomorrow.
But Adam Schefter reported that the 7 teams before Miami fired their coach, all 7 teams without a coach called Harbaugh's agent and inquired, "What's up?"
Right. But here's the thing,
That's true. That's
up
true.
Until right now.
So we're one of them, one of the 7.
Up until right now.
But that doesn't mean that
not scheduled.
We've inquired about him. That said we've inquired. We called. Right. That don't mean he said, "Oh yeah, I want an interview." No.
Kubiak, Kubiak gets interviewed tomorrow. To be honest with you, I think that's our next head coach.
Why not Webb?
Kubiak.
Why not Webb?
Webb? He's a quarterback coach. You don't promote a quarterback coach to fucking head coach overnight.
They interviewed him for the coach position.
No,
they interviewed him to glean. Yes, they did. They interviewed him to get information.
Not for head coach.
Hold on, I can't hear Captain.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did, Nav. They interviewed Webb for the head coaching spot. But yes, they fucking did. They interviewed him for the head coaching spot for the Raiders. But the reason why was to get information that he has about the way he coaches and for the Denver Broncos. Al Davis used to do that all the time. That was one of the interviews. Davis Webb interviewed with the Raiders.
So who's scheduled in the next few days?
Kubiak is tomorrow, correct, Bob?
I don't
know.
And Miami just basically won the. And I didn't see it because I was screaming.
You're gonna blow a gasket.
Only because I've already saw that he interviewed with the Raiders.
I can't
see that, Bob. What's it say?
What does it say?
I definitely can't see it because your green screen is fucking it up.
That's from Amy Trask. Just saying.
She said what?
Wait a second. Amy Trask has CBS information, but she doesn't know. She doesn't know about all the interviews. It said that he interviewed with the Raiders.
interviewed for OC today. That was the interview.
You know what? Never mind. He interviewed with the Raiders. That was what we were saying. It was a Raider interview with Davis Webb. Correct?
Right. Yes.
Whatever. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But that right there, Amy Trask. Just saying.
Yeah,
okay,
I
Amy
miss
Trask
having her.
works for CBS, but she has CBS information. Hey, let's put it this way.
What? Are
Steve
you
Sarkisian?
Serious?
She works for CBS, Bob.
She works for
she
the
works
fucking
for CBS,
Raiders, bro. Come on, man.
So, like I said,
I'm about ready to fucking bounce.
So, like I said,
she does
though,
not work for the.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Not work.
Go ahead.
You know.
So, like I said, though,
you know why?
Bounce me, bro. Because you're fucking wrong.
Because Mark,
you are so fucking wrong,
Mark,
bro. Bounce me, bro. Bounce me. Do it. Do it.
Mark Davis doesn't want her in the building, Bob. When did she start working for the Raiders?
She's always been there, bro. Always been there. Always been there, bro. You're lying to yourself. You think she hasn't been.
Well, like I said, though, we need a hell of an offensive coordinator. And if our defensive coordinator is gone, who's coming in here? You see, we can't just hire Joe Schmo.
Yeah, I got you, Bishop. I gotta try to get my level of pissiness down. Only because I've been on interviews with Amy Trask.
Right.
I've been on interviews with Amy Trask and Ref Guru and Violator and myself have interviewed Amy Trask for Ref's show. She works for CBS.
But she does.
Yeah,
she don't work for the Raiders.
When Mark,
I agree.
When Mark Davis took over, when the great late Al Davis passed away, that was it. They got in a huge fight, and Mark said goodbye.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So, as far as I'm concerned, we have to hit a home run in the coaching department. I believe Spytech and Tom Brady are going to smash away because of the first pick overall. Somebody good has come here. Do you guys still think Flores is coming here?
I think that Flores is probably the top guy pending.
Oh, come on.
Kubiak's interview. Did you fucking wait? I said Flores is the top consideration pending Kubiak's interview tomorrow.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
I think Kubiak is definitely the front runner. All right. And then Flores right behind. Yep, no doubt.
The coach from the Browns is scheduled to be interviewed too, right?
Fuck that dude. No.
He came in today. Stefanski was interviewed today.
Fuck that dude. No.
What's your thoughts, Captain?
I like Stefanski.
Yeah,
I like Stefanski.
No.
Oh, Bob, you're
No. He's done nothing but fuck it up everywhere he's been.
Oh, so he's been coaching. He's been coach of the year twice, so he's fucked things up twice.
Yeah,
coach of the year.
No, dude. Cleveland, that organization is garbage.
Coach of the year for a fucked up organization, and he's coach of the year twice, Bob. So he's a fucked up coach.
Hey, Pete Carroll was the coach of the year.
Not here.
Not here.
I'm just saying.
So
I mean, come on, let's not go there. Come on. Don't use titles I mean, for fuck's sake, we need a young freaking head coach. We need freaking new shit going on. We don't
I'll do
need,
it. I'll do it.
I'm with you. I mean, I'm young compared to these fucking guys. I'm 54. Let's go. I
I
got
got
you.
some credentials.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
I
You don't
got
have-
you, bro.
God's will. God's with me.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
I'll hit up Mark and say, bro, just name Bob Price fucking head coach. Let's go.
Nah, I'll do it for 1 million.
I'll do it for nothing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, just pay my rent. Just pay my rent while I'm there, and then we're good.
Yeah, Kubiak, where's he coming from?
GFR. Kubiak's coming from Seattle.
Yeah. Seattle. And the thing about
And
it is,
Kubiak-
the weird part about that is he could end up with Shula too. If he gets a head coaching job, he could bring Shula over as a fucking DC. So that's
Shit, why not
Can't.
call up Wade
Sure.
Phillips?
No. Shula is
no,
already a
not Don
DC.
Shula, Chris Shula.
No, he's already the DC for the Rams, Bob. He can't go DC to DC.
No, he might for him though. Just saying.
He's not going to leave the Rams, a great organization that might win the Super Bowl or vie to win it,
In the lateral,
and
but that's the thing. That's the
then
thing.
slide over.
That's why it's all a speculation now, because to be honest with you, can't talk to a lot of the dudes that are actually freaking gonna be involved in the playoffs and shit. A lot of this is gonna be crazy after the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Or when their teams get eliminated.
Right.
That's why Kubiak is interviewing now, because the Seahawks are on a bye week. Okay.
Right.
That's why the Broncos guys were
Advanced
interviewed
Joseph
now,
as well.
because they're on a bye week. Right.
Is Kubiak,
Vance Joseph
is Kubiak offensive coordinator?
is Kubiak?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's different,
And
right?
Kubiak also has the recommendation of the former Raiders quarterback Derek Dallas Carr, because Kubiak was there in with the New Orleans Saints when Carr was there, and has a lot of respect for Kubiak.
Well, I mean,
I have this.
that makes sense.
I have this unique inside view of something, and it's fucking terrible. And I promised I wouldn't say anything. Looks like Derek.
So you got
Carr
a source. You got a
It looks like
source.
Derek. Yeah, looks like Derek Carr is going to opt out of the Saints and retire, and possibly.
Well, he did, and please play for the Raiders if Kubiak is the coach, and he would be the coach, and he would be with the Raiders. Oh, okay. I want to hear what. Okay, Bob, what are you saying then?
Looks like he's going to opt out on retirement, and he is actually looking into being a consultant for the Raiders as a quarterback coach.
Okay, that was put forward by his brother on their podcast.
Oh, was
Said
it?
that him and
No
Gruden?
shit. Damn
Yes.
it! I thought I had it. I thought I was the guy. I
No,
got that freaking text
Just-
message. I'm like, dude, really?
Just as long as you don't teach Mendoza on 3rd and long to throw it to the sideline.
Well, look, DC only was as good as his offensive line.
No.
Truth be told.
No. A quarterback knows how to audible if he knows he's got third and forever. Don't throw it to the sideline with three dudes knowing the screen is coming.
That's an offensive coordinator call too. So you only put him in a certain freaking. He only has so many options when an offensive coordinator gives you a call.
So he can't read the defense?
No, you can read the defense, but fuck, if you only have fucking that many options, what do you do? I mean,
don't run that play.
Dude,
they know it's coming.
I mean, I understand you fucking hate Derek Carr. I get it.
No, I hate his decision.
But I will tell you what, this dude will be great for the franchise if he comes in there.
I do not hate Derek Carr. I don't like his decisions when he has the game on the line.
It's not his decisions.
I played the game high school and college.
I've been watching that shit longer than you have, bro. You're young. You're little compared to me.
Who?
Small.
Who?
You.
How old are you?
55.
I'm 52.
Okay.
I've been watching since 76. I've been watching since 76. I was 3.
Little lower than me. 71.
I'm from Oakland.
Bye-bye.
I seen the glory days with the black socks.
Ah, yeah. I got you.
What you talking about?
Are you?
Get the fuck out.
Are you guys okay, Bob?
I know you don't want to go knowledge.
And AJ,
what?
And AJ, wait a second. Yeah, okay, Bob. I think you're going to lose on because AJ played college ball. Did you play college ball?
Yes, sir.
I played baseball.
No, AJ played college football.
Yeah, but that doesn't make shit on Raider knowledge.
I won Sacramento, regional.
Oh, amazing.
Regional. Okay, 1990. No.
Amazing.
No. CK McClatchy High School in Sacramento, California. We whooped everybody. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something. I've been to 5 different high schools in my last 2 years of high school.
Okay.
I knocked dudes out playing safety. Okay?
Okay.
You didn't want to catch the ball when I was out there. You was going to feel it. I was the last era of the hits. And I'm going to tell you something. I came in 3rd place in the state of California for track meet. I bust my appendix as a sophomore running against the seniors, 330-meter hurdles.
Great.
Played at Southern University.
Great.
Against Air McNair at Elkhorn.
Great.
What you talking about?
Great.
How many Raiders got drafted out of the SWAC for the Raiders?
Don't look.
They all won Super Bowls.
Okay. Great. But because you're
older than me and you think you know more.
Because you did that doesn't make you a more knowledgeable Raider fan than me.
All right. Without looking at your phone, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Bob.
Gentlemen.
Off the Raiders.
Okay.
Who threw 4 touchdowns in less than a minute across the bay?
When?
But you're older than me.
But when? What the?
John Brody, the Y.A. Tittle at Frank Ure Field. John Brody, the Y.A. Tittle at Frank Ure Field.
Okay.
I got them footballs in my garage.
But the thing is, you throw the question before you even freaking give me
But
an
you're older
opportunity.
than me. You tried to come at me saying you know more and woo woo woo. You try to come
I'm
for
just
me. You
telling
got to
you
understand
because you're
something.
a football player doesn't make you a more Raider fan than me.
Okay, gentlemen, and I'm being kind here.
Did I say that?
Gentlemen,
Look, dude,
gentlemen,
look,
gentlemen.
let me tell you something. I'll tell you what. How about
Okay,
this?
no, Bob, wait a second, Bob. I'm gonna mute you, and AJ, I'm muting you. You're on mute. You are on mute. You got both you guys are on mute. Both of you are on mute because it became a who's older issue and who has more knowledge issue and who's played the football game issue. Both of you. Both of you. And that's why I didn't want to do that, but both of you are on mute. In fact, to make it kind of like, so we figured this out, there we go. There. See, I'm between you now, okay? Here it is. It's a pissing contest of age. It's a pissing contest of knowledge. It's a pissing contest of who did what in the Bay. Got it. I told Bob, and that's why you're on mute, because I told Bob about your career playing football and in the Bay. Bob's got you by about 3 years, but fuck you guys. I got you guys by 5 to 8 years. Okay? So age doesn't matter either. It's what's up here. And that's why you're on mute, because we are now talking. I don't hear shit about the pissing contest. We are talking now about who's going to come in, who's going to be the best for the Raiders, who's going to be that. Now, if we can go back to that and not whose dick is bigger or whose dick is longer or whose dick is older, okay, you will go to that. Now, unmuted. There.
Hey, man.
Timeout done.
Hey, I gotta go, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna listen to this dude one more minute. All right, off I go. Go ahead and put me out.
Me or him?
No, I'm
Me
not
or
gonna
him?
listen to him again because he's a shit show. So just go ahead and put me out, man.
Okay. Well then, hey Rev, I'm gonna put you both out. I'll put you both out because I get it. It's gotten volatile while and there you go. So Bob, he popped. I didn't pop him.
All right.
But if you're gone,
I'm not gonna listen to a dude that has no freaking filter at all.
Well, Bob, you're the one that doesn't have a filter right now, sir.
Okay. Well, go ahead and put me out too because I'm done.
Okay. Nice talking with you as well.
Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Love you, no shit.
All right. Gentlemen,
All right.
Take care. Take care, Bob. Now, folks, for a little bit of what's going on, myself and Bob and AJ are all Navy blue and true, and we get hostile and irritated. All of us. Okay? All of us. I got pissy at Bob. I get pissy at AJ. We get pissy at each other. It's kind of an old dude pissy thing. So Ted said, "You sure do. We do." It kind of got too much. And Furpo, Jimmy Furpo's in there talking about this is the best thing. Raiders, and DJ. Thanks for coming in. If you are on Bob's channel, thank you. Navman's channel, thank you. I would have lost this bet anyway because I didn't pick Miami to win. And GFR, thank you for that. Right guy. Right guy. I don't care who. Well, I shouldn't say I don't care who. I hope the Raiders, this is better. I hope the Raiders make the best decision for head coach and offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator and special teams coach and coordinator, because they certainly didn't fucking do it this past time. Okay, thanks, Bob, or thanks there, AJ. Shalom to you. We got heated. That's what makes the show so entertaining. I mean, I didn't like to put people in and there you go. And Furpo's out later. I appreciate everybody being here. I got pissed. I saw Raiders interview Davis from the Broncos. That is a interview. If it's an OC interview, that's fine. But that is also, like Al Davis used to do, that's an interview for later too. But you can't let me ask, can you interview for OC if your head coach doesn't want to put you in as the OC? If the owner says to do that, fine. But he was interviewed by the Raiders. All right, thanks, Ed. Okay, yeah, and here's the thing, AJ. I think this we all got a bit much. Okay, thank you. They interviewed Davis for the head coach job. The same stuff that I got. Information. Head coach interview. And when Bob says that Amy Trask works for the Raiders, no. I don't have Amy Trask's number. I don't. But I know two people that do, actually one person, and that's Ref. Because Ref asked Amy Trask to be on a show with Ref's channel and Wayne and myself. So we've interviewed Amy. We've basically, being on Ref's channel, she works for CBS. She wants nothing to do with Mark Davis, and Mark Davis doesn't want anything to do with her. Period. So that wasn't, that's why I got all pissed off. Or the second reason why I got pissed off, because Davis interviewed for the head coaching job. He ain't getting it because he's the quarterback's coach. Or I should say, it would surprise me immensely. It would be the left field. This is not Al Davis giving it to John Madden as the young guy. This is not Al Davis giving it to John Gruden as the young guy. Thank you, JD. He was the first head coach interview. But that's for later. They were picking his brain. If you were laying odds in Vegas, that's the one with the longest odds, right? You put $1 on it, and then if he wins, you made a lot of money. I don't know why I'm doing gambling so much. But thanks, JD. Amy Trask does not work for the Raiders. This I know. Wait, did I show everybody my pinky ring yet? It's platinum with 2 diamonds. I don't know what the stone is. And thank you again. Thank you. Hulk. JDDJ. You're not going to interview him for, you say it's a head coach interview. You got to. We're going to interview you for the offensive coordinator. Maybe, but you don't call it that. That's a head coach interview. They interviewed Spagnuolo. They interviewed Stefanski. They look what they interviewed. It's out there. Oh my God. Anyway, I don't want to lose anyway. We've been here close to 3 hours. Wow. It is entertaining, Ed. It is entertaining. If you would like to be in the show, and I hope I didn't lose anybody that is watching on Bob's channel. I like hanging out with Bob. I like hanging out. I like hanging out with with AJ. I couldn't hack that Dodger hat tonight. I think that, I mean, when it's baseball season, and I say that, I don't know if AJ's still in here. When it's baseball season, it's more amenable. I can't stand it, but I'll be wearing my Phillies hat, and you can wear your Dodger hat. And Ed, you're still working. You're still working on the Dodgers Phillies game. I hope. If anybody else wants to come in, great. Let me know. If you're watching on Bob's channel, that's why I put it up there, because it'll be in my comments, but you actually have to fat finger. You actually have to fat finger that information because it's not in Bob's feed. If you're on Bob's channel. I'll leave it up for a bit. DJ, you can come in. I hope I didn't lose that. Bruce Davis, you can. I'd like to interview you. Yeah, okay. And Ed's going to call me back. Okay, thanks. And like I said, I'm not proud of this. But I've cursed out Bishop. I don't know if I cursed out Bob yet, but that's probably coming. To make the show so entertaining. People don't watch my show anymore, or some people don't watch my show anymore, because I'm acerbic. I won't mention some people on my show anymore because God forbid that I say shit about that they don't. I'm not saying this is Bob or AJ. This is not Bob or AJ. But damn. I'm leaving that up there. Because if you're watching on Navman's channel, and boy, if you're watching on Navman's channel, I'm not going anywhere yet. It's almost midnight. And let me see. I don't think, yeah. I don't think I won any of those bets. So I think I have a whole $50. No, okay. I definitely thought Ole Miss was going to win. Oh my God. I'm not even going to talk about that shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. All this political shit.
What?
All this political shit. I'm not even going to go there. But we are up at 3 hours. So you know what? I'm going to take that as a cue. Maybe I'll come back on this weekend. Maybe. Ed, definitely call me tomorrow. JD, please, if you can, and I'll text you as well. I definitely would like to have your input about big news. I am getting my hot tub for my lanai. Getting my hot tub for my lanai. The 70-inch screen that's right there. Oh my goodness! Thank you, DJ. I appreciate that, sir, because I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave on a down note. Raider Hulk is here. Thank you for this, because I hate leaving on a down note. Welcome to the show, sir. How you do? Oh, I didn't hit anything. Uh-oh. You're good, DJ. Come back on camera.
There we are.
Okay, you're here. Thank God.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. And thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. How you been?
You mean other than the last hour? Been okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And again, I'm sorry. I do get, what is it? Is it hostile, irritated?
No,
Yeah. It's my personality. I definitely would. I was just saying this, the old TV that's there, right? And I was telling you this in the parking lot. Great TV, but since I'm getting a hot tub for the back, there's no reason to junk that TV.
no.
And I'm going to put it on the patio. Now, I don't know if I should keep it, because the Bose system will work with whatever TV that's in here, correct?
It should.
Okay. Well, then I can use the Bose system, and the TV will have the Bluetooth, so the TV will talk to the furniture.
The new one will.
The new one will, yes. The new one will, yeah.
Yeah.
So
the new one you should be able to connect to that chair via
okay,
Bluetooth.
good. Well, then I will have the TV connected to the chair. And you were talking about other good speakers and I guess I can subsidize all of the speakers in this room and out there with the 70-inch that's hanging on my set now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm all ears. When can you come over? When can I have you away from your wonderful lady of the house? You work it out.
I need to come down. I've got a buddy, as I may have told you before, in Tampa, that I'm overdue to go see as well. So I just need to plan. I'm actually going to be in the Florida Keys next week for work, but I'm not going to make it past the Keys. So, but now that the season's over and we're done traveling, I'll plan something and come, spend a day, and we can figure it all out.
Yeah, let me know, because I'm going to be in Texas next weekend in El Paso, going to the signing event. For those that don't know, there's a signing event in El Paso for it's Lester Hayes and Ira Matthews. So if you didn't get your Ira Matthews in Houston, Lester Hayes and Ira Matthews will be there in Texas.
I'm supposed to be there.
Are you supposed to be there?
I'm supposed to go. I need to. I keep on. That's in 2 weeks, isn't it?
You get 2 weeks.
About
The 24th.
yeah. So that's in a couple weeks. I
Yeah.
got some. Yeah. I need to look at. Matter of fact, I'll probably look. I'll look at some tickets. Tomorrow. Actually, I need to buy them before Saturday because that'll give me 2 weeks out, I think, so I can still get a pretty decent fare. Everyone always asks me, "What? You're not driving down there?" I'm like, "Do you not realize how big Texas is?" I mean, it's a.
I know. I know how
Yeah,
big fucking Texas is.
across it. But it's just funny because it's like for me, it'd still be it's probably 10, 11 hour drive from Dallas.
Yeah, because I remember that I had to go because I was coming back up to see you, and I had to get to a point past El Paso to get to 8 hours away from Dallas to go up to Dallas, and I still had to go and I was dead dog ass tired when I got to El Paso, and I still had to go another 2 hours away.
Yeah,
I was fucking dog ass tired.
yeah.
And I can't even remember where the fuck I was driving from, but it was a long fucking day.
Yeah, I know. I mean, normally what you do is, or if I was driving, I'd have to drive down to San Antonio, and then in San Antonio you catch I-10, and then I-10 over to El Paso. I know Raider Wicked drives it because he's in San Antonio, so I know he'll be driving it. But I think from San Antonio it's 6.5 hours, maybe it's 6.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm from San Antonio. I'm 4.5, 5 hours, depending on traffic. So it's a good 10, 11 hours from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know it's a long haul. So while we got you on here, but yeah, let's work on that because I'm not going to be here all the time. I'm going to be doing various because I need to get the fuck out of that house here too.
Yeah.
And I will spinning circle. While we got you on, and thank you again for coming in. Your thoughts on OC? If the head coach, like I said, if Brian Flores is our head coach, then he's obviously going to be intent on calling the defenses, but it's going to be his defense coordinator is going to be somebody that does his system.
Yeah.
And the same thing for an OC, a guy who's an offensive-minded head coach like Clint Kubiak. He's going to bring in somebody that, and a lot of times the OC of an offensive-minded head coach is kind of like I don't know, he's like a glorified, what do you call it? The guy, clipboard guy. Yeah, because the head coach OC is that guy. Now, when Andy Reid was better, he would have Andy Reid would take care of the head coaching things, and Matt Nagy was the OC, and Eric Bieniemy was the OC because you need to get rid of some of that shit.
Well, if you remember,
what do you think there, bud? What's your thoughts as to?
I'm not sure. You know the thing with Flores and kind of the back. Can you hear me? Yeah, the thing with Flores, is the baggage that I think he brings, and if you look at his time, his tenure in Miami, and kind of the things that he's known as more. From what I hear, from what you read, he's known as more of a kind of a dictatorish, it's my way or the highway type of system. We've had that before and it didn't work out too well. So he can be a player's coach at times, but he's more of a it's my way or the highway type of coach. And I don't know, I just don't know if that's going to really fit. I think what we need is a good combination of a coach that's a little stricter and holds people accountable, but we also need somebody that's kind of a player's coach because the players, especially with some of the players that we have now, because they tended to, you look at AP and you look at Bisaccia, and I think out of Bisaccia was probably the best mold of those two not personalities, but coaching styles. And if you look, they ended up going, they went to the playoffs that year. So and the players really responded to him. So I think we need a mix of that. I'm not a Flores fan. I don't think he would be bad. I just don't know if it would work out too well. The only thing with Flores that I hear or read about is that if Flores came, it would probably be a Flores Daboll kind of combination where Brian Flores would come in to be the head coach and he would drag Brian Daboll with him as the OC. That's intriguing to me. I actually kind of like that. But then who do you put in as DC? I really like the idea. Now, I was watching some other podcasts too, some Raider podcasts of some people that as well. And the guy was talking about him actually, as he started to dig into Davis Webb, how much he actually started to like the idea of that guy being a head coach for the Raiders, because he started, that they're saying that guy's responsible for Bo Nix's success. And then wherever he was previously, he comes, he's been with Sean Payton. He's been under Sean Payton's tree for a while. If you look at, Sean McVay came into the league or came into a head coaching position around the same age, kind of unproven and had major success because he brought a lot of fresh ideas. But then surrounding that guy with some, a good OC and a good DC, it could work. But, my thought is I would love to see, I don't want to retread, right? Stefanski, yeah, okay, that's intriguing.
Mhm.
Harbaugh's not coming. I don't care what anybody says. Harbaugh's not coming to the Raiders.
Harbaugh's not coming.
No.
No.
And I heard earlier that one of the guys said, there were 7 teams that had head coaching vacancies, and I think it was AJ said it. All 7 teams inquired about Harbaugh when they heard about it. But from what I heard,
But
one of the first calls.
That doesn't mean.
No, yeah, but one of the first calls was from Tampa Bay, and the agent for Harbaugh told the Tampa Bay inquiry, whoever was inquiring from Tampa Bay, that he's not coming to Tampa because you guys have a GM. And Harbaugh wanted to basically bring in somebody that he is friendly with as a GM. So it's almost kind of backwards. Like normally a GM brings in the coach.
Yeah.
Harbaugh wants to have, he wants to know who the GM is, and it kind of needs to be a pairing if he's going to go somewhere, which is interesting when you look at it, because, if you look at that, a lot of the teams that are out there, did the Giants fire their GM? I don't remember.
No, Shane is still the GM of the Giants.
Yeah, so if that's the case, then Harbaugh's not going there either. And that makes the Miami situation even more interesting because they did fire their GM. Then they fired the coach and they let McDaniels go. So who's to say that that's not, that wasn't like set up when Harbaugh got fired. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Maybe we need to make some changes. Now, McDaniels is another interesting cat. I don't think he may get a head coaching shot with somebody, but if he floats out there as an OC,
not this year.
That kid is an OC.
I think he's OC this next year because I think he kind of overstepped his and he's really good as an OC, but you do those peculiar moves as a head coach. He needs to take his lumps. I mean, hell, remember we had Lane Kiffin when Lane Kiffin was fucking just young and stupid, right?
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin now is a decent, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but he is a very good coach in the college ranks.
Yeah.
And because he's gone through the shit of the Raiders, he's gone through the shit of Tennessee, he's gone through the shit of what he was out there in for USC. He had to take a shit sandwich and eat it, which is why he was down at FAU, and he's built himself back up. Florida Atlantic to Ole Miss to now LSU. So he's done the right things. But hey, AK, how you doing there? We've got AK on the line. Appreciate you, brother. So he's not a retread per se, but he's learned and gotten older. So I think McDaniel needs to learn and get older. But maybe he's just that guy that's a great OC and a shit head coach like, Norv Turner, Dable as of right now. There are guys like that. So we'll see about that.
Well, the interesting thing about Brian Flores, and a lot of people have tied him to the Raiders, he's not even scheduled for an interview. So
yeah.
But still, the one that I think that's the most intriguing to me, and the one that people immediately started talking about even before we fired Carroll, was Kubiak. And I think Kubiak ends up being the one. And it'll be interesting to see. Just because of what that guy has done with quarterbacks in the league. I saw a chart the other day of all the quarterbacks that he's been or had underneath his responsibility at one point or another, whether it was head coach or any one of his other coaching positions. And their numbers have been staggering. Look what he's done with, even Sam Darnold, with the Seahawks. Everybody thought he had a good season in Minnesota, but in that it was a fluke, and then he goes to Seattle and he flourishes under Kubiak. So, it's just, even I think he was with the Saints as well. And
and that's why he has the endorsement of Derek Carr.
Yeah. And he even had, Carr had decent numbers there, and it's just all these quarterbacks he's worked with have been great. So I think if we're going to end up bringing in Mendoza, and I'm even torn up. I like Mendoza. I've been watching his games for the past. I watched probably Indiana's last 2 games, the Big Ten championship, and then he really impressed me with the Alabama game, because that was probably and Ohio State's good, but they showed their true colors too when they just got demolished right in the first playoff round. But man, Mendoza looked phenomenal against a top tier team in Alabama and completely crushed those guys. And just watching that guy, his decision making and just kind of what he does, he reminds me, it's funny, he reminds me a lot of why am I gonna draw a blank on the guy's name? He reminds me of the cat that came out from Stanford that played for the Colts and then retired early.
Andrew Luck. He reminds me a lot of Andrew Luck. Quirky, really smart, has it up here. Super smart, football IQ, little quirky, doesn't appear to be as athletic as he really is. But man, that guy came in the league and just started tearing it up. And I think Mendoza reminds me a lot of that, of Andrew Luck. So hell, I'll take it if that's the if that's the comparison. I know somebody earlier said that they maybe it was AJ was comparing, saying about his football IQ and Mahomes and some other ones, but Mahomes is a completely different animal from anybody. The guy just has these athletic abilities that are just beyond what anybody else has. I don't know if did you watch the show Quarterback when Mahomes was on it? No, I try not to watch anything that has Patrick
Mahomes, and that's why I didn't watch it. But I got caught watching it one time. It was actually really interesting, just the testing and stuff they did on Mahomes, and he's got like these weird flexibility things that not a lot of people have in his arms, and why he can do all that crazy shit. But anyways, yeah. So I'm torn on the draft thing. It's super exciting, and I'm a draft guy, and I go to the draft. I'm planning that now for Pittsburgh, but I'm torn on. What do we do? Do we take Mendoza? Do we? Because there's going to be people, and it's really going to get.
Oh hell! I hope we didn't lose you.
No, I'm good. Can you?
Okay,
yeah.
You said people are going to get torn between, and then we lost you for about.
Yeah. So what I was going to say is, it's going to get really interesting if Moore decides to go back to college, because if Moore goes back to college, then the quarterback class just thins out even worse. And who do you have? You have Ty Simpson from Alabama, who looked absolutely horrendous.
Yeah,
I saw. It was funny earlier. I was on PFF, and I was looking at draft prospects for the 26th draft, and I wanted to see where people were ranking the draft picks. This clown, and I'm going to call him a clown, had Ty Simpson as the number 1 quarterback in this draft over Mendoza and Moore. Yeah, and I was just like, what are you smoking? I mean, it was like, did you watch his? I mean, I've watched this guy's football games, and he's off. I mean, not I'm not say he's awful, but he got benched in the playoff game because he was
he's
that
not
bad.
top tier. He's not top tier. Yeah.
So like I said, if Moore goes back to school, that's going to mean that the first round quarterback pool goes to one player, in my opinion, and that goes to Mendoza.
Yeah.
Mendoza is probably the only one that's worth a first round look. And so if that's the case, then you have the Raiders sitting there at number 1. The Jets definitely want a quarterback. There's multiple teams that want a quarterback. And if that's the only quarterback, it's like, man, what kind of draft haul could we pull?
Yes.
If we give up that number 1 pick. Now, is it worth it? Depends on the draft haul, in my opinion, because honestly, I think look at that, I got fireworks. I don't know why.
I certainly didn't do that shit, so I'm glad that you did it.
It might be StreamYard. I don't know. But if we get enough draft picks and then just find a bridge, and just stockpile the trenches, build the D line, the O line first, obviously, and then the D line. Look, and people will probably get pissed off that I say this. Aiden O'Connell he's a good pocket quarterback. He's not the most mobile, but if he has time to throw it, and he's shown it, and we've seen it. I mean, shit, hell, he threw up 63 points on the Chargers that one year. Mm-hmm. So the guy can toss the ball, and he's coming out of college, he wasn't known as being super athletic, but he was known for being super accurate. And the guy can put the ball where it needs to go. The problem is, and you look at the last game when he came in, but he doesn't have anybody to throw to outside of Bowers. I mean, yeah, we have some, but we don't have an elite receiver. And Beck, I think will end up being good. We'll see what the other guy does, the other rookie.
Thornton. And I think Thornton will shine once he gets more reps.
Yeah, but again, I mean, Aiden didn't have any reps of those receivers all year, right? And I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have any reps, but he didn't get a lot of reps because Gino was getting all the reps. And look, you build in the trenches. It's been proven over and over. I don't know why people get so hyper focused on a single player. Like, I get it, quarterbacks can do whatever, but if we have a first round quarterback, and we don't have, we're not surrounding him, what good is that? You know what I mean? And look, I know everybody goes, oh, well, we have $100 million in cap space. We have the number 1 pick in the draft. Well, just because we have $100 million in cap space doesn't mean that the players that we want to go out and get in free agency want to come to Las Vegas. Right?
You're gonna have to overpay a lot because this is a shit show. The $100 million that would normally go to 7 players is probably only going to go to 4 because you got to overpay those 4 guys to come here.
Yeah. So, it's an interesting thing. Good. I'm glad I'm not John Spytek and having to make those decisions because, no matter what, Raider Nation's going to be pissed off either way, right? We draft Mendoza. Oh, we should have traded out and got draft picks. We don't draft Mendoza and we get draft picks. Oh, we should have drafted Mendoza. And it's just, you know what I mean? But I like Spytek a lot. I like what he's done. I think, last year with the Carroll experiment, I think it was a lot of we didn't get who we wanted. And I think we struck out on a couple things, last year. And I think plan C was Carroll. And I don't think that was Brady's or Spytek's first choice.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Guarantee it wasn't. But it was kind of, they kind of probably were like, okay, oh shit, what do we do? And I think Carroll probably came in and said, look, if I come in, I want full control over the team and the play calling and offense, defense, and then he brings in his god awful kids I mean, that was just mind-boggling. The reports that I'm reading about, Spytech having to come down and, the offensive line players were having their own private meetings because they had no clue what was going on. And
yeah, I read that too. I was horrible. Even DJ Glaze was saying that the line would have their own meetings with Gino and Ashton Genty just so they can get rapport.
Yeah, and so the interesting thing is I got to meet so Caleb Rogers, who was one of the offensive linemen that we took. He's from Texas. His family lives in Dallas, and obviously he went to Tech. And his dad comes and hangs out at one of the watch parties here in Dallas. So I've gotten to sit and talk to that guy. Really cool dude. I text him every once in a while, checking in with him. But just a really cool dude. And he was this was a couple games ago, right before they started putting him in, and he was just so frustrated. He's like, I don't understand. And Caleb doesn't get it. He doesn't understand why he's not being put in. And then they put Caleb Rogers in, and the guy performs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The guy didn't give up. I mean, I think his first game he gave up 0 sacks, had like a phenomenal rating. And then the other kid, I think it's Charles Grant that we took from
Charles Grant. Yep, the tackle. Yep.
Yeah. Why aren't you playing these guys? I mean, these kids. We drafted these guys third round, fourth round for a reason.
98 and 99, DJ. I was there. 98 and 99, back to back.
So it's like, obviously, and look, I like Spytech. I think he's a good evaluator. You look at what he did when he, his time in Tampa and some other places. I mean, in Tampa specifically, but I really like what he did. I liked his picks. I definitely think he drafts better than Gruden.
In my sleep, I draft better than Gruden.
Oh God, that was awful. But yeah, so I'm excited to see. If we traded out of the first pick, I wouldn't be butthurt about it. I would actually kind of be intrigued to buy it because, the Jet. What will we get from the Jets? If the Jets were third or fourth, I saw some mock drafts where the Jets gave up to move up to where the Raiders or the Giants would be at the time, because we were flip-flopping between first and second, that the Jets would have given up their 2027 first-round pick, their first-round pick in, obviously, their higher first-round pick in this year's draft, and then a second and another. So it would have given us like 2 first rounds, a second round. I mean, just stockpile like picks in day 1 and 2. So
yeah. Hey, Paul, wait a second. let me rephrase that, because remember, the Jets are so god fucking awful that there's a good chance that the Jets have the number 1 pick next year.
Yeah. Well,
and again, I'm the one that said if Mendoza is your guy, and I'm going to say that I like what I see, but if I'm getting a bunch of ones, and let me preface this, a bunch of ones with a general manager that actually can pick, that's the second thing. Because I think Spytech's ability to actually evaluate talent, pardon me, is a lot better than what we've had the last 10 years. Spytech's ability to evaluate talent with the ability to get these guys with picks that we would get from the Jets. And I would say I would definitely want 3 ones.
Yeah.
I would want, because I think the Jets have multiple ones this year.
They do. Yeah, they have 2 first rounds this year. Then I think they have multiple next year as well, because of all the
training and salary cap dumping that they did with Sauce
trade
and the other guy. Yep.
So Raider Paul said, we only trade out if we have a quarterback. We ain't messing this up. No, I agree with that 100%. But the good thing is more things will fall into place as free agency opens up and all those things before the draft, right? So look, who's to say we don't go out and, once we get a coach in place and we see who that is, and then say the Raiders fuck around and go sign Malik Willis and, bring him in. That he looked great when he filled in for Jordan Love. And, there's that guy's just been sitting back there like Jordan Love sat back for a while and just been learning. So, who's to say that they don't go out and get somebody like a Malik Willis, and then that changes things, right? Because then it's like, well, maybe now we do have the, a quarterback that's at least serviceable, you could put behind a line.
Yeah.
And then we can draft. I mean, look, I think if, Colton Miller comes back, you have Caleb Rogers. I like JPJ at center.
I like JPJ at guard. I agree. Yeah.
Well, so maybe move him. So keep him at guard. You have Caleb Rogers on the other side. You've got Colton Miller. And then, Glaze didn't have a great year. I still don't think he's a bad right tackle. But, I think it's a serviceable line. And then you go draft or through free agency, get some O linemen and really create a nice little rotational depth on the O line. Genty can do his thing. You got Bowers. We, hopefully we keep Mayer. Then we have a good tight end, 2 tight ends, running back. And then we just need to go get a receiver, like a number 1 receiver. I don't want Pickens, even though he would be great, but he's just a locker room nightmare. But then we have the ability to go, if we stockpile picks in the first and say we had a Malik Willis, then we can go out and draft a first round receiver. And there's a lot of them in this draft. So who knows? We'll see.
Well, that's why I said, because we got Rodgers and we got Grant, and their grades are incomplete because they were not given the opportunity, nor were they taught, nor were they coached up to do the job. It's not their fault that they weren't put in there. It's not their fault because they didn't have a fucking offensive line coach. They didn't. And so this whole year was basically a waste. It was a bunch of scrimmaging, and it was a waste. Okay. And I was going to say, trade Max? No. Not yet. Not yet. Well, why do you want to trade Max, Paul? I was going to say, he's the face of the franchise, and he just wants us to get good. He just wants us to get good, to be respectable. He wants to chase that Super Bowl, but he wants us to at least be respectable. We haven't been respectable. I mean, we went to the playoffs. The last time we went to the playoffs was with fucking Derek Carr when we won, and Rich Bisaccia was our interim head coach. That was the last time we went to the playoffs.
That was the game we beat. We beat the Chargers in the last game of the season to get in.
We beat the Chargers, and then we went to Cincinnati, and then of course a person that I won't malign anymore, who does not like Derek Dallas Carr, just goes on and on and on about he did this, he did that, and he did the other thing. Fuck it. Okay. It's a team effort. It is a team effort. But I was getting upset with Derek Carr. I won't go the Derek Dallas Carr route, but I'm telling you, and I'm saying as well, you give Aiden O'Connell a line, and I got really pissed off when the Dolphins grabbed Cam Miller before the last game. I was incensed. I was pissed. That was a guy you could have looked at under the right people and said, hey, this is a guy that won in college, in his level. And now he's gone.
Was he North Dakota State?
Yeah, North Dakota State. Yeah. And so he's gone, and the Dolphins grabbed him for nothing. So it's unfortunate. But
we'll see if he – I mean, I know they signed him to the active roster, but it'll be interesting to see what they do with him because I don't know I didn't pay attention to what his terms were, if it was just for the remainder of the season or –
and that's what I'd like to see, is because obviously if they cut him, because he's on their roster now. Yeah. He's on their roster now. Now, if he gets cut and he we say, hey, we'd like to have you. Then if he's a free agent, then he's, he's dibs. But we'll see. And now it's one of those things, since he's a young player, he's got to go through waivers.
Yeah.
Because he's a younger player, and that means anybody can grab him. And that's how that goes. But I would like to have seen, and that would have been great. But AOC 12, I don't, my feelings on calling him by just the initials. Fuck that.
Yep.
But let him get behind this offensive line between Rodgers and Grant and JPJ and Glaze and fucking Locky Tossie, man. And that's another guy. He got no training. None.
Yep.
And he's fucking big ass strong, no training, no line coach. And that was a waste of a year. And he's probably saying, what the fuck, man? So
Yeah.
we can be so much better. And then you get these guys in the draft or free agents, Linderbaum, Walker, because these guys are two guys that are very high on Fester's board. And I'm not a draft guy. I only listen to what I know. And then you get the drafted guys like Magua or Proctor are the names that I'm hearing. And I definitely like Slaughter at center. You do that, you got about 10 guys right there.
Yeah.
10 guys, not
Yeah.
even counting Miller. And you find a line there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the draft order right now. So Jets, obviously their biggest need's quarterback. Then the Cardinals are 3. They're saying their biggest need is quarterback, and we'll see what happens with Kyler Murray.
Yeah, they're gonna cut him. He's gone.
Yeah, and then the Titans are good, Giants are good at quarterback, and then the next one is the Browns at 6. So it'll be interesting to see, because like I said, if Moore goes back to school, it's gonna get really, really interesting because, like I said, I don't think there's another first round. I think outside of Moore and Mendoza, it's risk after that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Carson Beck's going to be a good quarterback, but I don't think anybody wants to put it. I mean, the highest he's going to go is second round, and he's playing. He's playing up to that right now. He's playing up to get into the second round. If you draft Carson Beck in the first round, you're overdrafting.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. I was watching the game earlier. I didn't see who ended up. Did Ole Miss end up winning?
No, Miami won on a Carson Beck scramble for a touchdown.
Oh no, shit. That's cool. Miami in the finals, man. Wow. That's interesting. But yeah, so he, like I said, I agree with you. I think he's well, you never know. Second, third round guy. And then the kid from Ole Miss.
Oklahoma Mateer is good. The Ole Miss quarterback is going to go back because he's good, but he needs more seasoning. And I didn't realize this. He's only 6 foot tall. I didn't realize he was that small. I'm not a draft guy. I don't look at all the intangibles. I say, oh, he's a decent quarterback. Yeah, but his size wise, he's like the fucking guy that played Caleb Williams. Size wise,
like Diego Pavia. I mean, that kid's like got to be, if he's lucky, 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, he's small.
Yeah. Are you going this year
to the draft?
Yeah.
I'm going to the draft.
Yeah, I guess I need to start planning that.
Yeah, I told Hollywood. I said, dude, you need. What are we doing? I'm going. What are we doing? Because Hollywood and I are going to be doing more games in theory, and hopefully it'll happen. Because we're gonna and for Raider games, I'm selling my 2 tickets to get front in Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm selling my 2 tickets to get front. So I'm going to have to pay money even in Vegas for a front ticket with Wood.
Yeah. It was interesting. I went to more than 2 games this year, but I only went in for 2 games. I went in for the home opener just because I had a client that had tickets. And then the rest of the games, I just went to tailgate, and then I walked across the street, watched the games there. And then I ended up going the last game. Obviously I was there. Because I got tickets in the club level, 4 rows behind the Raiders bench for $80 a piece.
Nice.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was good. Plus, it was actually it was a fun game to go to because we knew going in that we could actually cheer for the Raiders to win because the Giants, we knew the Giants beat the Cowboys, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't, I'll go. You know me, I go to as many games as I can, but I just had a hard time paying money to go in to watch Geno throw interceptions or get sacked.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm hoping that those tickets will fetch me good money this next year based upon a new coach, a new scheme, more positive things for the team. I mean, you got to have that. This is our year type of thing. It's going to be a couple of years, but this is our year that we actually get respectable.
Yeah. Yep.
And we need that.
It's interesting. I was, me, I love the draft. So I start really getting into the draft, and now, I'll wait a little bit. I still dabble around and start trying to familiarize myself with the players outside the first round. And I'll really start to dig into it after the Super Bowl a little more. But there's a website, and I don't remember what it is, but it's not PFF, but it's another website that has, mock draft simulator. But it actually, this one site had in addition to the mock draft simulator, it had a GM simulator and actually lets you play GM. So it was actually really interesting. So it goes through all the different phases, right? So you go through your roster at the end of the season, and it shows you who's eligible to cut. It gives you your cap hits if you cut them, how much money you'd save if you cut them. So you go through and you do all that, and then you go through and re-sign players, and then you go into free. Yeah.
I hate saying this, but I'm going to have an old man emergency.
No, you're good.
So either you would stay here and let me come back in about 5 minutes, or I got to go.
No, it's up to you. We can cut it. I'll come back. Next time.
Oh, and I'm very sorry, but I know body, and it's like if this ain't happening, it's going to be bad. So.
We can pick up the conversation later, my friend. It's all good. I know. It's late here, and I know it's even later for you. So. Yeah.
So I appreciate you, folks. I'm cutting it basically right now. No outro. I got to get the fuck out of here. So all DJ, right, again, best to you, sir.
Sure.
And there's DJ, and I double clicked them. So there you go. I got to go.